Good morning, folks. Welcome to my corner of YouTube. My name is Stephanie, and this morning for our focus card of the day video, the sun was pulled. So the messages that God has for us. We are experiencing the joy that our spiritual path has to offer us. This is the card of enlightenment. We have made discoveries, and we are making even more discoveries today. We have reached a place of true insight, enlightenment, and contentment. We know our path, and we are happy to allow things to unfold in their own time, as we have complete trust in God's love for us and where it's leading us. Before I move on, joy, happiness, exuberance, vitality, a high vibrational magnet. We are emanating. We're transisting. We are sending out this energy today. That's beautiful, folks. Enlightenments, discoveries, epiphanies, aha moments, angels singing in the background. Ah! All of that is occurring today. Enlightenment, contentment, insight, clarity, foresight. We know our path, even if we're unsure where our path is leading us. We know we have faith that God sees where our path is taking us. And we're balanced. Masculine and feminine energies are balanced. That's why we are in a place to receive these downloads, these uploads, these messages, enlightenment, insight, epiphanies, things of that nature, right? These discoveries. We know God has a path and a plan for us. So surrendering, allowing, yielding. And that's a little frustrating because for me, because as I was going over this message, I was like, my thought was, am I controlling things? If I'm being asked to surrender, to allow, then am I attempting to control and steer myself in the path I think I am going in? God has something greater in store for us. Then the oracle card that came out, a reiteration of relaxing, surrendering. The Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfection in this moment. We are perfectly imperfect, folks. And where we are in this moment is exactly where we're meant to be. Sometimes that's frustrating. My messages are patience, wait, patience, wait, patience, wait. Sometimes I want to pull my hair out because sometimes I'm tired of waiting. Today, contentment, happiness with where we are, what we experience, the discoveries we have already made, as well as the discoveries we are continuing to receive and to comprehend. Ooh, the message I just got is it's like a mystery, and we're receiving pieces of the puzzle. And so the larger picture is becoming clearer. That's where these discoveries, these enlightenments, these insights are coming from. First, they're coming from God. And why? Because we're in alignment. We're balanced. Our masculine and feminine energies are balanced. So we're in this beautiful, perfect place, even though we are perfectly imperfect. We are in this perfect place in this moment to receive these truths, these understandings, these downloads, these uploads. We are being guided. We know our path, following God and following His guidance and His direction. And we are happy to allow things to unfold in their own time as we have complete trust in God's love for us and where it is leading us. So even if we are unsure of 10 steps ahead of us, we know that God has the next step and the step after that. So maybe that's where the perception of control is. Because I am an accomplisher. Give me a checklist and I'll check everything off and get it accomplished and, all right, I've done it. So now what's next? We're not supposed to know what's next in this moment. We're supposed to be present and aware and in the moment. We are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Again, I'm getting a similar changing our perception. Maybe our head was down. Maybe our focus was on the ground. And God's asking us to lift up our chins. Faith. We have complete trust in God's love for us and where it is leading us. Have fun today, folks. Play. All work and no play makes us grumpy pants. And we don't want to be grumpy pants. And it's also a recipe for burnout. So this is a vacation today, folks. And tenderness. Have fun and choose tenderness. Those are the only requests other than surrendering and allowing. Our mind is refocused when we do something fun. Being tender with ourselves, folks. I've been very rough on myself lately. The more we show ourselves tenderness, the easier the more it naturally flows from us. And, okay, so we're emanating high vibrational energy. We're emanating tenderness, the cycle of giving and receiving. We're receiving tenderness as well by simply providing tenderness to ourselves. Lately, I have been feeling like this, with my head down, beating myself up mentally. And this is God reminding us. Pick up our chins. He sees us. He loves us. However this resonates for us, this was, I don't like saying this, but I'm going to honor the message. This was intentional. And what I mean by that, allow me to clarify. What I mean is, we were in this place for a reason, to learn lessons. But this energy is shifting. Our perspective is shifting from, why can't I do this? Why? Now, these are my thoughts. So however they resonate for you, if you are experiencing these, then take them how they resonate. Chunk what doesn't. Why did I do that? I knew better. Blah, blah, blah. If only I could have had more self-control, more discipline, more fill in the blank. That's what I have been experiencing. God's reminding us we're perfectly imperfect, and He sees us and He loves us just as we are, knowing our focus is in learning and growing and maturing and developing. So it's time to stop beating ourselves up over our perceived less than desirable choices. Perception. Being tender with ourselves. We're learning. We're growing. How do we learn? Sometimes by making less than desirable decisions on our own. Other times we learn from other people, from the knowledge that they shared with us about their experiences. So we used their knowledge to make the best choices. So we were in this place for a reason. That's what I mean by intentional. Because we are learning and we are growing. Okay, an example. When we were kids, we don't know how to read automatically. We have to learn to walk. Well, we have to learn to roll over first, then to crawl, then to walk. Things of that step by step, right? And we learn to read because someone shared their knowledge, their time with us and taught us how to read. So we were in a learning phase. And we are seeing the lessons. We are seeing the best choices. We are seeing however that resonates for us. Again, pink and blue, masculine and feminine energies. Pink and blue, masculine and feminine energies. Pink and blue, masculine and feminine energies. Throat, crown, third eye chakra. I get the throat. I mean, kindly forgive me. I get the crown chakra and the third eye chakra colors reversed. I know one's pink and I know one's purple, and I will make flashcards to get it correct. Get it. I don't like correct. To get it. So going with the flow. Our energies were unbalanced, meaning masculine and feminine energies were unbalanced. So that doesn't mean it was a negative thing. It means we were more in one energy than the other. That's what it means. And today, by having fun, by being tender with ourselves, that's how we balance ourselves out. Those are the messages from God. And the balance will occur from Him. So yes, be tender with others. Choose tenderness with others. Choose tenderness with our animals. First and foremost, choose tenderness for ourselves. Choose tenderness for ourselves. We were learning. We were growing. We're maturing. We're developing. I'm proud of us, folks. That takes determination and diligence and maturity to say, I don't like this energy. I don't want to be in this energy anymore. It's okay that I was in this energy. I was meant to be in this energy. To be able to identify that I choose to be the opposite of this energy. To bring myself out of this energy. I get an element of patience with this. I don't like patience. I don't. So think about it. I heard a very wise man on YouTube say it's ridiculous to pray and ask for patience, because then you get scenarios for patience. And he also said it's ridiculous to, his words were not ridiculous. Those are mine. What he said was basically, he thought it was unwise to ask for patience, because then we're being provided with opportunities to exhibit patience. And then if we ask for humble hearts, then we are being provided scenarios that will humble us. I don't enjoy being humbled. I enjoy choosing humbleness. I don't enjoy being humbled. Choices. So being tender with ourselves, loving ourselves, giving ourselves a break. That's what this is. We're giving ourselves a break, folks. Yeah. I just heard a slight knock. Confirmation. Give ourselves a break. We are our own worst judges. God forgives us of all of the poor choices that we make. Maybe I should reconsider the verbiage of that. He forgives us of our sins. However, we are still responsible for the consequences, be them positive and or negative, of the decisions that we chose. He still loves us. So we're learning to love ourselves on a greater level today, folks. Faith. So I'm saying it has an element of patience, faith, trust, time. It's going to take time to see. However, it's divine timing. It's divine intelligence. It's the divine plan. Having complete faith in God's love for us and where it's leading us. Greater levels of self-love. Because it takes great courage to pull ourselves out of this energy. And the fact that we are courageous, that we see, and that we are courageous to take the steps, being tender with ourselves, having fun today, that switches our focus from, why can't I make the best choices? What's wrong with me? Why did I do this? Why did I choose that? Those thoughts, however they resonate for us. It switches our focus and our mindset and our perspective from that lower vibrational thought process, and it shifts it into alignment to receive these insights, these uploads, these downloads, this clarity, these clarities. So faith, patience, to the patience, the opposite of faith, okay? Providing clarity. And have fun, folks. Have fun. If we're able to, spend some time outside in the sun. 2 cards with the sun on it. And being tender with ourselves. Just like 2 of Cups, self-respect, internal harmony. When we achieve that internally, we naturally emanate that for others to receive. Ooh, here's a thought too. So we're pulling ourselves out of this energy. And then, once we're balanced and we are in alignment, when we get outside and when we have fun, we will naturally, the energy we are emanating will naturally pull others up from their circumstances, from their scenarios. That's why there's an element of patience. That's why there's an element of faith. Because God's asking us to provide for ourselves first. And then, once we've cared for ourselves, once we've forgiven ourselves, once we have been tender, chosen tenderness for ourselves, that's when we're able to aid and assist others in them lifting their heads and sitting a little straighter and being proud of themselves. So there's an element of advice, listening, connecting with other individuals today. Because when we choose tenderness for ourselves, then we will naturally choose tenderness for the other energies that we encounter. And we will naturally uplift them and catch them and support them and allow them to lift their head high. So take a deep breath, folks. Take a deep breath. We've been learning. We're doing the best that we can. In each moment. And when we remind ourselves of that, that's one way we provide tenderness for ourselves. So, example, me, Stephanie. I made the best decisions that I was capable of making in the time that I made them. Always presenting steps and solutions. Clarity, insight, seeing how to make better decisions. I think that's beautiful. Again, that shows dedication. That shows courage. That shows strength. That shows self-discipline. That shows confidence and Now there's a word that I used earlier that has escaped my mind, and I want to use it now. Willpower. That shows strength. And greater levels of strength are being provided to us from God. So God was teaching us to ask Him for His strength. That's why we were in this place. That's why we were in these emotions. Because when we understand that we're perfectly imperfect and that He does have a plan for us and that He is molding us and creating us and teaching us, it's easy to let go of control. Easier, I should say. Easier. Because there are times I think I am going with the flow, and then this card keeps coming out, and then I'm like, well, okay, how am I not going with the flow? That's what I mean. And again, I can only speak from personal experience. So God has been teaching us. Ooh, flicker. Yeah. God has been teaching us to incorporate Him more. To reach out to Him. So we are coming out of this. Job well done, folks. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. Again, it takes courage to let go of what we know. It takes courage to let go of what seems like it's holding us. And what I mean is security, stability. I'm safe if I hold on to the bar. It takes courage to let go and know that God's got us. All right, folks. I'm proud of us. I am. Shadow work is not easy. But it shows our perseverance. It strengthens our endurance. Gives us greater faith, greater courage, greater strength. That's something to honor in ourselves. I think that's beautiful. So we're growing. All right. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you folks tomorrow morning. Bye.